there, thanks for joining me to color. Today we're going to be working on this Stampin' Bella image called Nice to See You Petunia. Aren't they super cute with their little glasses and all? This is a card kit, so I'll go ahead and put a link to this down in the description box. I'm going to be switching it up because I'm closing the store in the middle of August, so I'm going to go ahead and try to put it on the blog with a Buy It Now button. So we're going to try that and see how it goes. I'm in the process of trying to switch the blog over to something else, some kind of more streamlined homepage kind of like thing, but I haven't gotten it up yet. So I'm going to list it over on the store blog and put a Buy It Now button underneath in case you'd like to pick this one up. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started coloring. So I'm going to start out by doing my outline with BG Quadruple Zero and my colorless blender. And I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm going to start with BG Quadruple Zero. And I'm just going to go away from my little guys here. So let's go up here. If you do this first, then you don't have to worry if you touch anything, you can just erase it. And then there's little bits of pockets of space in between the glasses. You want to make sure to get those. And we're going to go over here in between these little chicks. And if I don't cover it all the way up, I'm not going to stress about it. I'm just going to try to go as good as I can get it. And I'll go here. And you can go as far out as you want. I'm just kind of letting my hand go wherever I lay the pin down, and however far it will stretch out is where I'm going to get. And up here above his ears, I'm going to go out a little bit more. And we'll go up here. Like I said, if you want to color the whole background in, you can. I'm just going to go out a little bit and leave some space. You could also do cloud template. If you got your little cloud template, you could use that. If you don't have one, there's a couple of them linked on the side of the store blog. If you want to go download them and then print them out on some cardstock, cut them out, and you can use your card template to make some little clouds in the background. That always makes it nice and easy. Use your distress ink pad and a little sponge dauber and just make some clouds. And I do have a video on that in the how-to section, I think, and you can watch that and see how I did it. It's pretty easy. Okay, so after you got your blue, however far you want it, you're going to take your colors blender, and I'm just going to lay my pen down on my pig, and I'm just going to swish out past my blue. So I should have done right here. I'll come back in just a second. That'll help kind of soften it up a little bit. Let me get my BG out again. So I forgot to do right here in between where pig's eyes are, because this is the glasses and they're way too big. And I try to keep my lines going in one direction. So I'm trying to make them go with the page this way straight across. So I don't want to do inside here up and down. You want to go in the same direction. So I'm going to get my colors blender again. So I've got a little bit over here, looks like I need a little more blending, so I'm just going to go ahead and touch it down and give it another swipe. And this will work good if your colors blender is full. So we're just getting the page wet and it's kind of running that ink around. And I don't want it to be too fancy, I'm just trying to get something started. All right, let's go ahead and give them something to stand on. So for that, we're going to use E43, 42, and 40. I'm going to start with my E43 and go down a little bit more. Okay. So for my E43, I want to go underneath all of these cute little chicks. So I'm just going to start out, and I'm going to try not to color their feet. But if you do, it's not that much of a tragedy. We're going to color them orange, so we should be able to cover that up. And we're going to go around the little pig. Petunia. She's so cute. Makes me want to go get a pig and call him Petunia. Actually, I had a rabbit I called Petunia, or no, Penelope. But it turns out the rabbit was a boy, so now his name is Peter. I know, inventive, right? Then we're going to add E42 to that. So I'm going to go right along the edge of this. And I still, even though I did all this up here, I try to go over it a little bit because it kind of changes the color and kind of makes it look more dirty. And I'm not being careful or fancy. And I'm going to do 2 coats, so don't worry if it's not blending. And it's supposed to be dirt, so it doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm going to take the 40, same thing. I'm just going to go over this. And I'm going to swipe up here where I already have ink. And just bring it down a little bit. And then we'll start over with 43. I'm going to go ahead and bring that out to the edge here. And this time I'm going to try to be a little careful. And I'm going to get all these little spots because I didn't get right up next to my bird or my pig, and fix that up. And then I think I'll maybe bring a little bit down like this. Give it a couple little swipes. Then we're going to add 42. So again, we're going to swipe over this. Give it a little bit of dirt. And then, whoops, wrong one. That's what I get for throwing them in a pile. And then we'll get a second coat of our E40. I'm going to swipe it along the edge here. Not too bad. So now let's go ahead and hop up here and we'll do the pig. So we're going to use our dirt colors. And then I'm going to add E02 for his ears and his nose. So let's go ahead and do that first. So I'm going to grab E02. And let's do in the little pig's ears. Let's go down a little bit more. There we go. So it's got a little bit past his glasses right here. So I'm going to give it a little swap right there. And then over here, we're just going to go like this. That. And then we'll do this ear. And I'm going to say that it's got a little bit of brown right here, and then it comes around on this side and we got some pink. And then we got the nose. I'm going to start with that. Then I'm going to grab E42. I'm going to give it a little slash of that down here at the bottom to make it a little bit darker. And over here. And then at the bottom of his nose, or her nose. That. And then I'm going to give it a swipe of my E40. I'm touching down on the edge of my E42. And then I'm going to come back with my E02 and add a second coat. And that will just pink it back up, but it gives a little bit of shading underneath with all those browns. And because I left it white up here at the top, it's going to be lighter pink in the bottom. I colored the nostril a little bit right here, so I'm going to take my colorless blender and I'm just going to erase that. So I went over it on accident. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and color our pig. So for that, we're going to use our brown. So let's do E43 first. I'm going to kind of do it in sections so that it will stay damp. So we'll do E42 next. And then our E40 to fill that in. And depending on how dark you want your pig, you might want to give it a second coat, but I like it that way, so I'm going to leave it like that. Then we're going to go with E43 again. So let's go ahead and do the face. I'm going to do right up here next to the snout. And then over here where his glasses are touching, we're going to do this side. And around on top of those glasses. Maybe a little dab right here on his nose. And then we'll grab 42. We're just going to soften this edge. And because his head's tipped down on this side, I'm going to go ahead and give it an extra little bit over here. And then we'll fill it in with our 40. Okay, 43 again. Let's go down here and let's do this little foot right here real quick. Okay, then we'll add 42. And then we'll fill it in with our 40. Okay, then we're going to grab 43 again. So let's do the little pig's neck and this arm right here. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of a circle because his belly's right there. And then over here, we'll go brush it up on his foot. And then we got this neck right here. So we're going to go underneath of his snout, her snout, and around over here by her neck. And then let's go ahead and brush this over this way a little bit. Soften that up a little bit. And we'll grab 42. And then 40 to fill in the foot. And we're going to come back with our 43 and we'll start the rest. So let's go ahead and go right down the outside of this leg. I'm going to bring it down a little bit so it looks like it's got a little bit of an arm pit there. And then we'll come down the back. Oops, I went outside of the line on his butt. Over here. And then I'm going to do a little dab right next to his leg. And then let's bring this out like that. I'm going to give his belly and stuff a couple of coats, so I'm not going to go all the way out. Next we'll go with 42. We're just going to brush a little bit this first time. 40. So I'm not going to go all the way to the edge. I'm just going to go a little bit past my 42. Then we'll come back with our second coat of 43. See if we can keep it in the lines on his butt this time. Next we'll add a second coat of 42. And I'm going to go a little bit further this time. So kind of to the edge of where the 40, where I stopped with the 40. So put down on top of your 43, brush out to your 40. And then we're going to fill it in with our 40. So I tend to swipe over the entire area. Now I didn't go all the way up here, so now I'm going to go ahead and swipe from down here clear up to the top of his belly. Since you're cute, cute, cute. All right, next we're going to do our little chicks. So for our chicks, we are going to use YR68, Y38, and Y35. And we're going to start with our YR68. So let's go ahead and do this little chick over here first. So for him, I'm going to go around the edge of his little wings and the bottom of his belly. Over here, I'm going to be really careful going on his wings too, because they are really small. And let's go ahead and do this next one over here too. So this one, same thing. We're going to go around his glasses. I'm going to skip his little wing. And let's do it on his back, and we'll do some on these little tail feathers, and I'm going to bring this a little bit down here towards the bottom. And we'll do Y38. Let's go ahead and bring this color up past his glasses. Okay, so now I've let this sit a second. I'm going to go ahead and brush a little bit more on the center. I'm going to fill this middle part in. Okay, then we're going to fill in the rest of the way in with our Y35. Few little lines there, so I'm just going to go back over it with the second coat, kind of swipe it a couple times. Get a little spot there between his glasses. Okay, then let's hop over here and we'll do these two little cuties. So again, we'll go Y68 first. same thing, we're going to go around his little fins, or his wings. And this little guy, the same thing, let's go around his wings. And up under his beak. And as long as I got this out, well no, let's do this, finish this guy first. So I could color these guys as beaks, but we're gonna get it out again anyway for these guys. So then we'll do Y38. And then 35 to fill it in. I'm going to take my Y38 again and brush these little guys again. Soften that belly a little bit more. And then we'll go over that with our 35. I think I might do the same thing over here, these little guys. So again, I'm going to grab Y38. And then our 35 over that. Okay, then we're going to take our YR68 and we're going to do their little feet, and they're pretty small, so I'm just going to barely touch along there, and then we're going to do their beaks. Like I said, they're pretty dinky, so I didn't go along with a bunch of different colors. One will be plenty. And we got these guys. Cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and start over here with this Cutie's glasses. So we're going to use R37 for him. So these glasses are really small, so you're going to want to just barely touch your paper, or you could use some your little Spica glitter pens, or if you have some other little fine liner pins, that will work great too. So let's do that color, and then let's do this next little guy. We'll do E71. In 7 for this next little guy. just the last one over here. We'll do B72. You could do yours any color you wanted. You can do them all black too. That would look cute. Okay. And then for the Petunia's glasses here, we're going to use our 39, 37, and 35. We'll start with our 39. I'm going to do that where I want it to be darkest, so let's go with a little bit here where it's coming out away from her face. And then this one over here, she's got a little bit here showing. I'm going to bring this up along the bottom. Like that. And then same for this side. So I'm going to go a little bit here. And then we'll get the bottom. Next we'll add 37. And then I'm going to fill it in with our 35. Okay, so now let's go ahead and I'm going to take this Wink of Stella glitter pen and I'm just going to add some sparkles onto their glasses. You could totally do this with your glitter pen too. It's just I use this for the bigger glasses. So I went ahead and just put it on these guys' glasses with this. Okay, let's go up. Okay, so I decided that I was going to do a little frame around the outside of my little pig. So I'm going to do this Copic multiliner in 0.2. And it's black. I'm just going to start over here on the side. And I'm going to make a little line. So I'm going to say, let's start right here. Now we'll do the same thing over here. Okay, I want to have 2 lines. So now I'm going to go up here and just make some weird squiggly in and out lines. All the way around to the other side. Oops. A little crazy there. It's got some little squiggles. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our card together. So I've got all my stuff here, so let's go up a little bit more. Okay, so I'm gonna start out by attaching this to the mat, my pig to the mat. And then let's go ahead and give this some pop dots. That right this minute. Okay, then I always make sure my card is opening the way I want. And next we're going to do these 2 pieces. And don't you love this piece? Look, it's got little cameras on it. Isn't it cute? I'll put a link to this paper down in the description box if you want to pick that up. And don't forget to look at the front page of the store to see what coupon code I'm running. So you can get some savings. Because remember, I'm going to be closing the store. So every little thing I can sell now will definitely help out. It's not making enough money to pay for itself, so it's going to have to be shut down for right now. Okay, so this is going to go on the front here. Next, we'll have this piece. Whoops. I tried to get it pretty close, but this one's got a little bit extra, so you may have to trim yours and your kit if it goes over a little bit. Okay, and then this is going to be even with this stuff. Then we'll put this cutie on there. So let's get rid of these little pop dot backings. And I have her set on here like this. And then this time the stamp set comes with a sentiment. It comes with "Just to let you know I miss you." And there is no U and there's no U on here. So on your stamp, there's no U's in there, just so you know it does come that way. But I went ahead and cheated and stamped it on there already. And then we're going to put this piece inside. Thought it'd be cute if we decorated on the inside this time, since I kept it fairly simple on the outside. And then you put this in here. That. Okay, and then I went ahead and I used my glossy accents. Get the little needle thing out to do their eyes, to do their glasses. And the Glossy Accents doesn't come in your kit. You'll have to grab your bottle. They also have, after I do this, I'll show you something else. Go. Like that. Pretty simple. And then to finish it off, I'm going to go ahead and give it some enamel dots. I'm going to use this Nuvo, what's it called? Crystal Drops and Red Berry. And I'm not sure if I have that some more in the store or not, but I'll link it if I do down in the description box. But I also have in the store these Reset Girl enamel dots that come with glasses. Wouldn't those be really cute to put on there? I was going to put these in your kit, but I didn't have enough packages for the kits that I had. So we're going to go ahead and just use, but these would be perfect to put on there too. Even these little hearts are really cute. So if you want to pick those up, I'll go ahead and link those down there too in case you want to pick those up. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this stuff. And what you do is you shake it so it's down in the thing. And then I hold it so that it's not touching the paper, and I start squishing it out until I have a dot that I want, and then I let go of it so it makes a little blob on there. And then it usually has a little point at the top, but when it dries it won't have that anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and put 2 up there, and then I'm going to put 3 down here at the bottom. And if you're worried about making them the same size, or you're worried about putting them in the wrong spot, you could always squish this stuff out on your Ranger craft mat, your non-stick craft mat, and let them dry, and then pick them up and then just adhere them with some glue. So that would be an easy way to do that too. So anyway, there is our card today. This is called Nice to See You Petunia. Isn't she adorable? I'll put a link to this card kit down in the description box in case you would like to pick one up. I really appreciate you shopping with me. If you have a question, leave me a comment down below and I'll make sure to get back to you. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and do that. And hit the little bell next to that so you'll get notified whenever I upload a new video. Or if I'm going to do a live class, you can come and join me and we can chat. I would love that. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below saying hi today. And I hope you're having a fabulous week. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.